Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE RAW's Netflix debut received a very positive response from fans. The Monday night show saw Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns register big wins, while Hall of Famers like The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan heightened the cheers. Now, SmackDown will try to overtake its counterpart. And here are 5 ways General Manager Nick Aldis can ensure this happens. Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton finally cashed in her contract last week to dethrone her frenemy Nia Jax to become the new WWE Women's Champion. However, while she may be done with 1-2 more champs, Candice LeRae and Chelsea Green could be after her when the buff Barbie makes her first address as the new WWE Women's Champion. LeRae, who is the Women's Speed Champion, may confront her about betraying Jax. Additionally, Green, who is the Women's United States Champ, may try to fire shots at Tiffy, saying she saw her betrayal coming from miles away. Stratton and the hot mess already have tension since Tiffy won the MITB contract by making Green fall off the ladder to unhook the briefcase last year. Ever since he arrived in WWE, Jacob Fatu has displayed just 2 characteristics: in-ring invincibility and undying loyalty for Solo Sikoa. While the Samoan werewolf has always maintained that he loves Sikoa, the latter's recent loss to Roman Reigns could provoke him to turn against his leader. Notably, Sikoa had turned on Roman Reigns the same way when he had lost the Undisputed Championship to Cody Rhodes. Continuing the cycle, Fatu could usurp the leader who made him relinquish the Tag Team Championship and led the new bloodline. The Street Profits have been on edge for several weeks because the WWE Tag Team titles have been eluding them. Pretty Deadly tricked Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford into fighting Legado del Fantasma members Angel and Berto Tez, and Dawkins believed Pretty Deadly when they said that Los Garza had ambushed them from behind, only to find out later that it was DIY. Since they are finding it troublesome to get Nick Aldis to put them in a match with the reigning tag champs, they may try to attack them backstage. Chelsea Green recently became WWE Women's United States Champion by defeating Michin in the final round of the tournament held to crown the inaugural champ. However, Mia Yim hasn't accepted her defeat as legitimate since Piper Niven interfered in the match. Moreover, the OC member even tried to attack Green with a kendo stick, but Niven tackled her fury instead. She later got into a match with the Scotswoman and defeated her as the US champ watched from ringside. To get revenge for brutally beating her best friend down, the hot mess could ambush Michin in the women's locker room. Green and Niven could also try to injure Mia Yim and make her miss the 2025 Royal Rumble. Jade Cargill was ambushed by an unknown assailant in the parking lot of the SmackDown arena several weeks ago. The Storm has been off television ever since and is recovering from her injuries, with the identity of her attacker still unclear. Several fans and analysts suspect that Naomi could be the one who attacked Cargill this week. The company informed the EST of WWE that the Storm would soon be medically cleared to compete again. However, she may not get a happy reaction out of the Glow upon hearing the news. This could make Belair also suspect that Naomi is the one who attacked her partner and replaced her as the second half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. It would be interesting to see which of these directions Nick Aldis takes to give tough competition to Raw. In the world of professional wrestling, the battle between WWE Raw and SmackDown is an ongoing contest for supremacy. With Raw traditionally being the flagship show, SmackDown has often been viewed as the secondary brand, but that could change with the right booking decisions. Nick Aldis, a skilled veteran of the industry, now in a key position within WWE's creative direction, has the potential to turn SmackDown into the top-rated show. This week, he can push the envelope to ensure SmackDown surpasses Raw in every aspect, from storytelling and talent utilization to match quality and fan engagement. Here are 5 creative ways Nick Aldis can book SmackDown to overtake WWE Raw this week. 1. Build long-form storylines to create intrigue. One of the biggest critiques of Raw, and at times even SmackDown, is the lack of continuity and long-term storytelling. WWE has often relied on quick, short-term feuds or segments that don't pay off in a meaningful way. If Nick Aldis is to steer SmackDown ahead of Raw, long-term storytelling must be the cornerstone of his booking strategy. Aldis can bring this approach to SmackDown by establishing compelling stories that fans can invest in over time. One way he can do this is by weaving together the interwoven narratives of multiple superstars, creating storylines that tie back to larger narratives rather than one-off segments. For example, Aldis could create an overarching angle where a faction, such as the Judgment Day or Imperium, slowly but surely begins taking control of the show through nefarious means, destabilizing SmackDown's normal order. This would allow for the development of multi-week arcs and payoffs that keep fans invested. Additionally, Aldis can utilize some of the biggest stars on the roster, such as Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, or Bray Wyatt, into these long-term stories. A storyline between Reigns and Wyatt, for instance, could be stretched over several months, allowing for nuanced character development and eventual epic confrontations. This would create a compelling narrative arc that gets the fans emotionally invested, driving more eyes to SmackDown every week. 2. Leverage the star power of Roman Reigns with a new angle. Roman Reigns is undoubtedly SmackDown's biggest star, and arguably WWE's top attraction in recent years. With the Tribal Chief gimmick, Reigns has cemented himself as a dominant force, holding the Universal Championship for years. However, despite his legendary status, the Reigns character risks becoming stale if not handled with innovation and fresh challenges. Nick Aldis could inject new life into Reigns' persona by placing him in a story where his position is truly threatened rather than having Reigns simply run through challengers. Aldis could introduce a fresh antagonist with a legitimate claim to Reigns' dominance. One possibility could be introducing a returning superstar with a personal vendetta against the Tribal Chief, someone like Cody Rhodes, or even someone from NXT like Braun Breaker, who has been quietly building momentum as a future star. Having someone new rise up as a threat would not only refresh Reigns' character, but create an intriguing conflict that fans could rally behind. Aldis could also play into Roman's mental state. With Reigns having decimated every challenger in his path, he could become paranoid, suspicious, and willing to do whatever it takes to maintain his position at the top. This character evolution could make for compelling television, as fans could witness the cracks in his confident persona by pushing Roman Reigns into an unpredictable and vulnerable storyline. Aldis would help SmackDown steal the spotlight from Raw, capturing fans' attention across social media, mainstream outlets, and the WWE's network. 3. Use SmackDown's undercard to elevate future stars. While SmackDown has always been home to top-tier talent, it's also important to invest in the future. One area where Nick Aldis can make a massive impact is by giving the undercard more opportunities to shine, taking SmackDown from being a show with a few stars and turning it into one with a deep roster full of rising talent. SmackDown needs fresh faces and exciting stories, and Aldis can pull from the wealth of talent that often gets underutilized. For example, Aldis could craft a tournament-style storyline that elevates lesser-known talents to prominence. He could build a story where a group of undercard superstars, such as Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, and others, compete for a title shot at Roman Reigns' Universal Championship, perhaps through a multi-week ladder match series or a round-robin format. This gives fans the chance to see some of SmackDown's most talented performers step into the spotlight, while also allowing these stars to interact with top-tier talent. Additionally, the women's division should not be overlooked. SmackDown boasts a strong crop of female talent, with stars like Bayley, Sasha Banks, if she returns, Liv Morgan, and Shotzi. Aldis can book women's matches with high stakes and compelling character development, pushing these athletes to the forefront and building future rivalries that go beyond basic title matches. A women's number one contenders tournament for the SmackDown Women's Championship could also provide a lot of intrigue, with unexpected twists that keep fans talking. By focusing on the undercard, Aldis can make SmackDown feel like a truly well-rounded show, filled with high-energy matches and stories that keep viewers invested from top to bottom. 4. Revitalize the tag team division with compelling feuds. The WWE Tag Team division, both on Raw and SmackDown, has often been an afterthought in recent years, with only a handful of teams being given sustained pushes. However, tag team wrestling has always been a cornerstone of WWE's history, and by revitalizing SmackDown's tag team division, Aldis could build a compelling subplot to the show, which could captivate fans who crave action, variety, and fresh matches. Aldis should invest in building rivalries within the division by giving teams more time to develop their characters and backstory. One option would be to elevate teams like the Usos, the New Day, and Street Profits, but with a twist, introducing new teams that threaten to disrupt the status quo. A team like Alpha Academy, which has been growing in popularity, could receive a championship push, while NXT teams like the Creed brothers could be brought up to challenge for the titles. A compelling way to bring in fresh narratives would be to have factions like the Judgment Day or Imperium challenge for the tag team titles, resulting in cross-brand rivalries. Aldis could even have multiple teams in the division involved in simultaneous storylines, adding layers to the competition and making the tag team division feel like a vital component of SmackDown. Furthermore, incorporating women's tag team championships into the narrative would create even more opportunities for storylines. Teams like Damage CTRL, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, or Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler could create tense rivalries and even surprise alliances, making the division even more layered and engaging. SmackDown's tag team division could be one of the defining aspects of its success if booked correctly, offering not just quality matches, but also dramatic storytelling that hooks the audience. 5. Interactive fan engagement and viral moments. In the modern era of professional wrestling, it's not enough to simply book great matches and storylines. To truly overtake Raw, SmackDown must be able to engage fans beyond the confines of the show itself. The rise of social media has drastically changed how wrestling is consumed, and Nick Aldis must capitalize on this by creating moments that extend beyond just the TV product. One way to achieve this is by incorporating interactive elements into the show. SmackDown could feature live polls, fan voting on match stipulations, or even surprise appearances or challenges based on fan requests. For example, Aldis could introduce a new segment where the audience votes in real time on the stipulation for a title match, or where social media influencers or celebrities are given a chance to book certain segments, creating viral content in the process. Additionally, SmackDown should lean into the unexpected and the unpredictable to create viral moments that will dominate social media platforms. Aldis could book a shocking twist, such as a surprise return, a celebrity appearance, or shocking betrayal, that makes fans rush to Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to discuss what happened. It's not just about what happens on TV, it's about keeping fans talking long after the show is over. By using modern digital platforms, live fan engagement, and the element of surprise, Aldis can elevate SmackDown's profile and turn the show into a talking point across all forms of media. Conclusion. Nick Aldis has a tremendous opportunity to put SmackDown on top of WWE's hierarchy this week. By crafting long-form storylines that resonate with fans, elevating future stars, revitalizing SmackDown's tag team division, and creating unforgettable viral moments, Aldis can truly make SmackDown a must-watch show. If done right, SmackDown could become the go-to destination for exciting wrestling action and compelling storytelling, overtaking Raw not just in the ratings, but also in the hearts and minds of wrestling fans worldwide. The key lies in booking SmackDown to consistently offer the best possible experience for the fans, both inside and outside the ring. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.